I'm ready. Amy, I'm sending you 3 things. Little medicine bottle and a tripod and the tripod bag. You've probably already figured out how to use the bag, so I'm just going to talk about the other 2 things. The tripod is very simple to use. These levers release the extensions, so you can telescope the legs to any position you want, and they will stay that way under the weight of the camera. And when you're done using it, you just fold it up. This one is really special. It allows you to get a special extension on the leg. So for example, if you're shooting near a big rock or something, you can put this out on the rock and then close it. On the very top of the camera, you have a leveling bead, and you want to get that bead in the center to indicate that it's level.
Your sound is off. Will that make a difference?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so the controls and how you manipulate this, you have to unscrew this in order to raise the platform to mount the camera on, and then you tighten it. But with your eye on the subject of the camera, you can change the attitude of the camera this way and then turn the handle to tighten it. You can turn this knob, it's tight. Turn this knob to do this with the camera. And of course you would be holding the camera body to do that, and then tighten it. And then this one allows you to swing it side to side. So if we fully extend the tripod, all 3 legs, by the way, if you're using the tripod in your house, you want to make sure these knobs on the bottom are turned all the way out so you don't tear up your floor. You could, out in the field, however, if you're on rock or on soil, it can really stabilize it to pull in this knob so that those points are exposed. I'll leave it this way, and you'll find it that way when you get it, hopefully. So if we bring the tripod up and turn it so that the attitude handle is back towards you, you're ready to mount the camera. You can raise and lower the deck from this little crank here, and this will give you about another foot of extension or foot of control. And then don't forget to tighten it. You don't want any of this moving when you're getting ready to take your photo, otherwise it defeats the purpose. So you're going to mount the camera right here, and you're going to use this lever to tighten down on the mount nut. So
now I'm close.
So in here, in the bottle, there are 2 of these. You're going to use one for your camera. And then you have an extra one for binoculars or another camera mount, whatever. So you just screw this onto the bottom of your camera. Get it nice and tight. Open this lever. Drop this in. Drop that down. Now, you can't lift it off, but it's not tight until you turn this until it's tight. So tight that it takes some force of your hand to loosen it again. So now, as you're controlling the camera, you'll use this lever for the camera's attitude. Once you get that set where you want it, then you can loosen this nut here to get it level. And you may have lines on your display to indicate, to help you find level. You can loosen this and swing it this way. So some motions, you'll learn from using it. Some motions, you're going to hold the camera to make a motion. And some motions, you're going to use the handle, either to go side to side or up and down. And then, of course, again, you spin this loose, and you can crank it up or down. Especially if you're using the viewfinder, you want to get yourself in a comfortable position. Undo the camera, flip this way, and then flip the lever out. Now you can leave the nut on the bottom of the camera if you want. I do sometimes, but a lot of times I find that really inconvenient because if I put it down on a table, this can really destroy the surface of a table. But the challenge for me over the years, and I've had this tripod for about 30 years, has been to keep track of these little nuts. That's enough to drive you crazy.
Show her that little thing that holds your lens on, just so she knows what it
Oh,
looks
I was
like.
telling you about the lens cap tethers. I looked around. I thought I had an extra one. I couldn't find it. This allows you to keep the lens cap close by and in control. So when you're done shooting, you snap it back on there. And they're cheap. I think they're about $6 for 2 or 3 of them.
Just elastic kind of stuff, right?
Yep,
Okay.
that's all. Have fun.